Hi guys, I'm Josh with Trillium Wild Edibles, and today I thought I'd go over with you some of the strange and cool places that I've seen out in the woods while I've either been foraging or hiking or whatever the case may be. Now some of these are just some really interesting little places, some of these are some really cool things that I thought was worth a mention in this little series. Now there's probably going to be 3 to 4 videos in this series, and each one will probably be about 3 to 4 minutes long. I hope you enjoy it and stay tuned for more. Alright, now what you see here is part of one of the strangest and coolest things that I think I've ever found in the woods so far. This is actually part of a weather experiment that's being done at Morgan Monroe State Forestry. This is a picture that I extracted from some really horrible video footage that I took back in late 2011. This is whenever I came across these buckets. I actually had no idea what it was. I was just walking around and I was checking out trees for future mushroom season, the next spring and summer mushroom seasons. And as you can see, there's kind of a lot of oak and beech, a lot of beech here. But I saw green buckets and I thought something was strange, so I decided to get the camera out and film. As I did, I noticed there was more than just buckets in the area, and as you'll see here, there's this tripod looking contraption here in the center with this storage device or storage container underneath it. Now I actually thought this was a tripod and that's what it looks like, but there's nowhere for it to have a camera attached to it. So I don't know what exactly it is. And you can see here there are 6 buckets. In the previous picture there was 5. Each of the buckets has been pointed to with a red arrow because some of them are a little hard to see. And there's a cluster of these 3 beech trees here in the front right hand side of the frame. There's actually buckets behind those 2 that are being hidden. There's 2 or 3 buckets back there that are being hidden by those trees. And these buckets are laid out in a grid-like fashion. So that was something that kind of piqued my interest as to what this actually could be. I really didn't know, but I started thinking that, I came across something a little more strange than just some buckets. As I continued to investigate the area a little more, I saw this blue tarp, and I thought maybe there was someone there. I actually thought it was, maybe an improvised shelter or something like that. I didn't really know what was going on still. As I got closer and closer, I heard whirring and whirring of electrical equipment, and that was coming from inside of this tarp. As I got to this distance, which what you see here, I'm actually about 20 to 30 yards from this gray sensor thing that you see on the right hand side. I'm not sure what this is. I call it a sensor because as I got close to it, it actually popped up. It was laying horizontal. I had no idea it was actually there until it popped up. I was focused on the tarp. And so after it popped up, I grabbed out my camera and decided to film this, which I took this picture from. As I got a little more around the area and investigated a little more, I saw this antenna-like device, and I thought that was really strange. So I again recorded it on film. I apologize for the horrible angle here. I know it's kind of hard to see because there's a tree blocking it, but if you look closely, it looks like some sort of antenna. Now, why would there be antennas and buckets and sensors? I'm not quite sure why those would be in the woods, but I think this little bucket funnel container device somewhat explains it. I look at this as something that would maybe catch CO2 or moisture or something of that sort maybe. I'm not quite sure, that's just a guess I have. Maybe this is to catch bugs. I don't really know. But I thought this was strange nonetheless, and I thought it would be well worth showing you guys that there are some really strange things you can come across while you're out in the woods. You never know, you may just come upon a random science experiment.